holistic health functional food exports. Developed as part of a national project by the Korea Atomic Energy Research Institute, HemoHim holds 23 international patents and made history in 2023 by being the first in the country to offer dual health benefits, immune boost and fatigue relief. Absolute Cell Active Skincare, a flagship product, has surpassed 1 trillion Korean won in cumulative sales. It received the King Sejong Award from the Korean Intellectual Property Office, a first in cosmetics, and was named a world-class product for next generation by the Ministry of Trade, Industry and Energy. Atomy prioritizes customers, earning customer-centered management certification for 3 consecutive years, a rare industry feat. Since opening its US branch in 2010, Atomy has grown into a global hub, linking producers and consumers worldwide through 27 branches in Asia, South America, Oceania and Europe. Atomy products have proven overwhelmingly popular in international markets, achieving the top export ranking for health supplementary food and health supplements. Following the $300 million Export Tower Award, the company reached cumulative exports of $1.8 billion in 2024. After launching its EU branch, Atomy plans to expand globally, focusing on Africa, Central and South America, and other emerging markets. Atomy's GSGS strategy, which stands for Global Sourcing Global Sales, allows the supply of products that align with the absolute quality and absolute price philosophy through Atomy's global sales network. Atomy's success system, in which the company runs all seminars, allows any member to succeed regardless of individual ability. This is the driving force behind Atomy's distinctive growth. Success seminars that bridge online and offline realms vividly communicate Atomy's vision to members worldwide, presenting a vision of global success that goes beyond time and space by merging business and culture. The ACT project has been initiated to cultivate global leaders and empower active members around the world. Atomy continues to provide unwavering support for success, including the reopening of Songnisan Forest as a hub for the Atomy brand experience. To achieve absolute quality and absolute price, and to ensure commitment to quality from its partners, Atomy provides various support measures for partnering companies, such as cash payment within 1 week from delivery, interest-free operating fund loans, and joint quality management systems, among others. These create a culture of accompanied growth. Atomy is implementing various policies to ensure sustainable coexistence with the Earth. The company promotes resource recycling and environmental restoration through product renewals aimed at zero plastic initiatives, increasing the use of biodegradable plastics and eco-friendly materials, and introducing smart packaging solutions. Atomy's contributions surpass not only its industry and the distribution sector, but also stand at the top level nationally. Over the past 3 years, the company's donation percentage relative to revenue has been 30 times that of the distribution industry, ranking first among Korea's top 500 companies. As a result, it has earned various government awards and certifications, including the Government Award for Sustainable Management, Good Donor Award, Family Friendly Company, and Great Place to Work Korea. Atomy's culture of sharing has expanded beyond national borders, with the company, members, partner companies, and executives actively engaging in social contribution activities worldwide. The company that holds true to its principles while creating a new distribution culture. The company expanding globally with the trust of people around the world. The company that dreams of customer success while moving beyond customer satisfaction. The company that cherishes the spirit. We are proud Atomy.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Monday
Good morning.
Style Monday.
Good
Yes, yes.
morning, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. We have a wonderful company by the name of Atomy, a global company, 25, 26, 27 countries and growing, patented in 23 countries worldwide. FDA approved the number one selling product worldwide, Hemohim, anti-cancer, diabetes, hypertension, boost your immune system, your gut biome, Hemohim. So little is known about it. But before I go any further, let me pause for the cause if you are new in this space on this call this morning. Let's welcome you. We're glad to have you here. As a matter of fact, if you are new with us this morning, we'd like to ask you to unmute your phone. That is to touch the microphone. That little microphone, it's on red, a red button, bottom of your phone. Just tap it, unmute. Tell us who you are, where you're calling from, your Atomy story. We'll give you a minute to do that, and we'll move on. Okay. So this morning we were privileged to play the audiobook Go for No. No speaks of rejection. Who wants to get rejected day after day after day? But isn't that the substance that builds character? Yes, those of us who today sit on top of our gold mountains, oh, we survived numerous snows, countless snows. I think I might have been in my 20s, my mid 20s when I learned the story of Colonel Saunders, the KFC story. Valerie, I had no idea that success can take so long. Most of on the show this morning, we are into that retirement phase of our lives. Yeah, we got some young folks, but the majority of us, I believe, are in that retirement demographic. No worries, no problem. But that's the very reason why I played the video this morning, Go for No, because no has the tone of finality and rejection. No simply means not right now. The expert is saying, folks will
Mr.
say,
CJ, your voice is low.
Yes, it's very low for me.
oh, thank you. Is that any better?
I can hear
Go
very
ahead and
well.
speak, and then we'll let you know.
Okay, is that any better, Joy?
Yes, it's better.
Okay. So, thank you. Um, I was about to say that the majority of us on the show this morning are in the retirement demographic, and we have survived a lot of no's in our lifetime. So, let's go for the no's because as it builds character, it takes you to your destination. Fail fast so that we can get to our yeses. Okay, so with that said, I want to invite those of us who were in the pregame this morning to share your journey into Atomy. I believe, Nelly, you were sharing a very wonderful story. And the reason why you were sharing that this morning, Nelly, is because all of a sudden we are finding out that a lot of folks are succumbing to the flu, to pneumonia. They're in the hospitals On Friday, on a Saturday, I had to be calling the ambulance to get a friend of mine who was just having seizures. I thought it was a stroke. Now he's in a hospital, and God only knows when he will get out of the hospital. Time and time and time again, I urged him to get the hemohim. He refused. And here we are. Could have boosted his immune system. Folks, I am telling you this right now. We have the answer in our toolkit, and we need to expose the hemohim. Folks around us need to hear from us. So that said, let me just open up the microphones now and just allow on a freestyle Monday for all of us to participate. Here we go.
What you said, good morning, everyone. What you said, CJ, is so important. We need to tell people about Atomy and about the hemohim. Now, I was fortunate enough, a friend of mine, she asked me to take her someplace. So we went by Odie's shop, and she had all these products. She had bought boxes of them. And I said to my sister when we were talking, I said, Lola just spent her whole check on supplements, but I was so glad that I went with her, because when I went to the doctor, my doctor told me that I was anemic. So I went back to Odie's shop and I asked her, I said, well, the doctor said I'm anemic. What do you have for that? So she took me in the back and she gave me the hemohim, and we took it together. And then I got some from her and I started taking it. So when I went back to the doctor, I'm not anemic, and this has been like a couple of years ago. But had Lola not taken me with her, I wouldn't have known about him to tell anybody, my story. So I was talking with my nephew on Friday, and he told me to get this app. It's called Chat GPT.
Right.
And he told me to ask any questions I wanted to ask. So I asked him, what is Atomy? And I was so surprised at all the information that it gave me. And it was even saying that the hemohim, that a lot of hospitals are using the hemohim in their ICU to prevent patients from getting pneumonia. Because a lot of times when you're in ICU, you will, develop pneumonia. So after Friday's talk and presentation, listen to Florence, she really opened up my mind a little more as to what I could do with my Atomy Mall. And that is to help people and to help myself as well. So I thank you, CJ, for the momentum mornings, because they've really been a blessing to me.
And I thank you, Nelly, for sharing. I really do, because as you share, I know you are sharing from your heart. Here's what is happening with a lot of us, Nelly, on the call this morning. Sometimes we have to hear it 3 times, 4 times, 10 times, who knows, before we take action. The expert on the call this morning, top sales uh, gentleman, he's saying that folks are so wired with negativity, and I've heard Les Brown say the same thing. We are so prone to saying no that automatically, without thinking it through, we tend to say no. But most folks will say yes on the fifth inquiry. And so this morning we played the video, Go for No. Get used to being rejected, get used to getting the no's. Because sooner or later, when no is not taken personally, then we can have the victory parties. So I'm encouraging all of us, Nelly, on the call this morning to get comfortable with no's. Don't take it personal. It's just par for the course. It's just how business gets done. So thank you, Nelly. All right. So do we have anyone else want to jump in? You got a testimonial? You got something that will take us further to our destination as we engage in the another mastership race? Let's go. Freestyle Monday. Let's talk.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
This is Ruth. I wasn't in the pregame. I didn't get a chance to, but I have one of my downline calling me this morning to tell me that we have to be careful. I'm like, about what? And he told me that because people is what's the right word? Discrediting the the product like Hemoim because they said when you take the Hemoim, it can make you sick. Excuse me. It gave problem, liver problem. I'm like, well, no, we don't have to worry about that because most people say good than the bad one, and I think that thing is an old thing that the company take care about already long time. So
Yes.
don't worry. So Atomy is good, and whatever negativity people said can do can harm Atomy. So you don't need to worry about that. Keep doing what you're doing, and at the end they're gonna say, "Oh, okay, maybe I wasn't the one." So we're gonna hear people say, "No, I'm not taking it because." I have one person told me one time, no, this product, don't take it because it's only for people who smoke. I'm like, really? Okay. So
Never heard before.
you're gonna hear all kind of things. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Well, since you brought up um, the issue of Hemohim, Ruth, let's talk about it a little bit because uh, what I'm realizing is for some of us, our involvement in Atomy and the way how we talk about our products, we are very passive and very laid back. We need to develop a more informed approach to the company and to its products. We need to understand that every product in the Atomy shopping mall, I choose to call it my wellness store. Yeah, I own it. I have a global wellness store. I choose to investigate thoroughly all the products. And for those who do not know, find the product, whatever it is. There is a little tab below the product that if you click on it, it will expand the information. So you get the length, the depth, the breadth, the height of the product. But what we need to understand is that every product is clinically tested, put together, and is sourced wherever the best of the best is. That's where Atomy goes and get the products from Australia, from Vietnam, from South Florida, wherever it is, from South Korea itself. So I am encouraging all of us to be so proactive to do our research and not just research, to do our cross referencing, to be able to say that, yes, Hemohim, there was a false alarm, that people, there was a report, yes, acknowledge it, but it was a false report. But at the same time, Hemohim, FDA approved in the United States, 23 countries patented. And when you have the facts, when you are armed with the facts, Ruth, let the chips fall where they may. And by the way, we will never be able to convince 100% of the people out there every time. Some will say no. I have had, Ruth, the most
Yes.
heartbreaking experiences in recent times where, let me give you this one. Years ago, as I'm talking about Hemohim, the patient or the wife of the patient, now deceased, turned to me and said, "No, I'm not taking anything until and unless I hear from the doctor
Mm-hmm.
what the doctor says." No, this is for real. So, as far as CJ is concerned, I do my research. The doctor doesn't know everything, he doesn't have the final say. That's for me.
Mm-hmm.
And so, here it was where this gentleman is saying, "No, no, I no, 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 I have to hear what the doctor has to say." Things went on like this as he grew progressively worse. It came to the stage where the doctor said to him, "Go home. We can do nothing more for you. Go home, pack your bag, and get ready for your journey." At that point, I said to the gentleman and to the family, "Listen, what do you have to lose? The doctor has given up. He is saying, I can do nothing more for you." At which point I turned to the family, to the gentleman. I said, "Okay, well, here we have something that can wake up the NK cells and can help bring cancer to cancer. Why don't you give it a try?" Ruth, Valerie, Ode, anyone, can you guess what the patient told me? Can anyone unmute and tell me what I was told? Could you guess?
Did he still say no?
Beyond that,
Oh
He
my.
probably accept his fate. So just believe the doctor anyway.
one more try.
I rather die than try anything.
The doc, the gentleman said to me, "I have to hear what the doctor says first." The doctor has just pronounced the benediction.
Mm-hmm.
Go home. We're done. We can't help you. I come along and I say, "Hey, give this a try." Show them all the FDA approved, patented 23 countries, show them the certificates, show them everything. Gave him the testimonials. And by the way, I'll share one testimonial with the family this morning. And after having done all of that, now exhausted, the gentleman turns to me and he says he has to consult with his doctor first. Are you kidding me? I say that to say this, Valerie and Ruth and Joy, that there are some folks who, regardless of whatever the situation may be, they will just say no. The
Yeah.
problem is that for some of us, we take it personal. rejection is a painful thing. But the sooner we refuse to take the no's personal, is the sooner we will all start to win.
Understand.
So there's a friend of mine about 2 years ago. He calls me up. We're having a casual conversation, but he doesn't sound. He's not sounding like the person I know. So somewhere in the conversation, I asked a few questions, and based on the responses that I got, I knew what was going down. Men don't talk about prostate cancer like that. Out of a box of Hemohim that I had at the time, I broke it in half, shipped off the half to of the contents to Canada, where he was at the time. Said to him, when it's done, you need to be ordering some more. Never heard from him for a good spell, but I knew he was using the product. And 2 years ago, in the July of that year, as I was getting ready to go off to a conference in Las Vegas, which I incidentally had invited him to join me, my phone rings and I'm hearing a voice filled with excitement. CJ, the voice said, 5 doctors, the green light. I have been cured. No more prostate cancer. It's 2 years going now. And I can share other stories. So, all I am trying to say to us this morning is we have a wonderful company working with the chairman, CEO, the Honorable Hans Spargill, so blessed, so inspired to get behind this company and to build it and to invite us to become our own CEOs and our own CFOs. It's time for us to, having been re inspired by the Honorable Royal Master Florence and others, to get up and to go after the nose and to get busy. One more time, if you have inquired one time, if you have asked a person a second time, a third time, a fourth time, perhaps you might need to ask one more time, because the fifth time around they may just say, okay, let me try it. So the floor is open.
Mr. CJ, good
Hi,
morning
Joy.
again. Good
Good morning
morning,
again.
everyone. How are you all doing? I just wanted to add, when that propaganda came out that Himohim was giving people liver problems or, whatever they had said, because it started off in Hong Kong.
Yes.
We had a center managers meeting, with the CEO. And at that meeting, he said, when that came out, he said, with tears in his eyes, um, he couldn't understand why, because he said, if anybody should die or if anybody should have problems, it should be him. Because the amount of him he uses, he should be the one to have a liver problem. So if that will help, I just wanted, just tell us, just don't bother with the naysayers. We can't, as you said, we can't convince everyone to use him or him, but the ones who will listen, they may not listen right away, but they'll come back one day and ask us for him or him. And I am sure that him or him is going to be in everybody's home one day, in everyone's home. So with that, I just want to thank you for listening and giving me the opportunity to give you that little tip.
You're so awesome, Joy. Miss Sunshine, all the way from Guyana. We thank you. And I would want to add something to that, Joy. We have Mr. Hans Spark to thank for not only Atomy, but for Hemohim. Hemohim seems to be so synergistic with Atomy, Hemohim. It goes together, hand and glove. Do you know, Joy? And I know you know. So for those who do not know, do you know that Hans Spark Gill is supposed to be dead, buried, and forgotten? Does anyone know that he was in the hospital and he was looking at death in the face, and someone, while he was on his way out, introduced him to Hemohim?
Him or
Did
him.
you know that?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
He had lung
Someone,
cancer. Um, when we were in when we were, I was in South Korea the same time with Mr. Bob Eugene. That's where I met him first. And
yes.
at that meeting, Success Academy, he told us
Yeah.
about his life story and how he, in his dying bed, he called his sons and tell them, he's not gonna be there no more. Um, until he got to him here. So we are thankful that he was able to live and to share it with us because him was not supposed to be all over the world. Him was just supposed to be in South Korea. But because of him, we know about Artemy and we are able to use the him. So that's it.
Thank you, Joy. If only we knew, if only we could understand what we have. I mean, we have so many beautiful, awesome products. I do not know. I think you might have been on the call on Friday, Joy. We spoke about the Hair Vital. Was it? Perhaps it was Thursday. We had Florence on Friday.
On Friday, it was Thursday. I
Right.
missed that
On
call
Thursday.
on Thursday,
You missed it.
yes. Mm-hmm.
And post momentum mornings on Thursday, Joy, the interaction and the amount of calls, folks did not know that in the Atomy experience, we have a hair product that is guaranteed after 4 weeks of consistent use is guaranteed to regrow hair 92.4%. How about that?
Yes,
That it is
I'm telling
guaranteed
you. Mhm.
95% of the time to begin to moisturize the scalp, to restore the scalp. And I picked up a nugget or two because I really didn't get it all this time that the scalp is just a mere extension of the face and that we begin to age in the skin. So when the
Yes,
face begins to show signs of wrinkle, it's a reflection of the condition
of our
of the
scalp,
scalp.
of our scalp.
I
Yes.
didn't know that.
Mhm.
I also didn't know that you you're supposed to be brushing your hair in the reverse direction from how it's growing. I didn't know that.
Mhm.
But thank God we
Yeah.
have some experts in the business, those that are given to research and development and skincare and beauty care at its finest. So, folks, choose a product, something that it is relatable to you. And I can say that the Hemohim and the fermented noni is such a powerful combination. But just choose one. Hemohim, noni, skincare products, absolute four-step beauty care, the toothpaste, the toothbrush. And if you go at it consistently, inviting folks to change their buying habits, become regular shoppers in the shopping mall, you would have moved your zip code, you would have moved your income level, you would have moved your mastership. I guess I'm talking to myself here, Joy. Choose a product and go after it. Okay.
Yes. Yes, Mr. CJ, you have a point there. Um, I love Atomy. I started Atomy 6 years ago. and I will not use anything else. If I go anywhere and I don't have Atomy products, I'm lost. So I, I'm that, that person that loves Atomy products. Um,
Well, Joy, if
and
I if I not to cut you, Joy, but I'm telling you, I am looking at your photo and I'm saying, wow, 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 wow.
you know, as I grew up in Guyana, and we were twins, just two of us. My mother had, and she taught me at 12 years old to use cream on my face, and she would buy for both of us, but my sister wouldn't use it, but I would use it, and to this day, I use. Look, some may call me vain, but you know what? I love to use the products to enhance me and enhance my skin, my face, and the thing is you feel better of yourself. Once you go out there and you look good, you feel better. You feel a lot better about yourself. And somebody
So
may look at
true.
you and say, "Oh, hi, what do you
So
use?"
true.
And
Yeah.
then there you start a conversation there, and who knows? You can get them on board with you. So Atomy products, I love the products, and I use, I mix my products. I don't just stay on one thing. I would, get others and kind of mix them and use them as I go. So thanks, Mr. CJ. And I said, and as I, Miss Florence, when I went home the other day, Miss Florence saw me and she was like, Miss Joy, what are you using? I said,
Mm,
Atomy products. She said, no, no way. I said, yes, Atomy products. So that is why I
okay.
told her how
Hey, on the
beautiful she looks,
spot.
because apparently she's taking a page out of my book. She probably said,
Well, I was
okay,
just thinking about
If Miss
getting
Joy,
some more things muscle tested. If you had time, if it's not a good time, why we do another time.
I'm gonna have to, if you, I have to mute you.
yes, that is why
Okay.
I congratulated her, because she looked so beautiful, because she probably said, okay, if Miss Joy, I have to do something, and start doing stuff.
Okay,
But
I'll
I just
try,
wish,
and yeah, that'll all be good. Yeah. So I wanted to share a couple of things too with him, if he had time. If it's not good on,
Can you,
I'm not trying to push the rope uphill.
uh,
Yeah.
mute, can you
Oh yeah,
mute yourself?
I'll still be up for another hour. Probably. Yeah. Okay, sweetie. Thanks, honey.
You need to
Okay.
mute,
Okay. Thank you.
mute your phone, please. Mute your phone, please. Thank you. Sorry about that, Joy.
oh yes, that's okay. That's okay. So so when Miss Florence first started, everybody was using him, and him, and him. And then um when the Absolute came out, then Miss Florence started to use the Absolute, and then you started using other products. And now look at Miss Florence. She looks so beautiful. So
Mm,
we have to use our products, because I can look at someone and tell them if they whether they use Atomy products or not. I
sure
can,
can.
because
Sure.
Atomy products give you that him gives you a glow. I don't think any other product can give you that glow. So
Yes.
that's one way of me finding out if I sell you the product and you tell me you're using it, and I look at you and I say, oh no, you're not. So
Mm,
so that's my take on Atomy and him. So please, everyone, encourage our friends and family, to get. And our family is the hardest to listen to us, because my children, I have three children, two boys and a girl. The oldest would not use Atomy products, no. But the youngest, he would get it, and his sister would get it. But the oldest, mm-mm. And he needs it. He needs it, but he wouldn't get it. So we all have that little problem one way or the other. So, okay, Mr. CJ, the floor is open.
I thank you, Joy.
Hi,
Can you hear me
good
okay?
morning. I'm sorry. Go ahead, CJ.
Are you hearing me okay, Valerie?
I hear you loud and clear.
Okay, wonderful. Go right ahead, Joy, Valerie.
Good morning.
Good
Good
morning.
morning, everybody. Good morning, CJ. I just want to confirm or agree with Ms. Joy over there that you look absolutely amazing, and I do think that it's coming from the inside out.
Yes.
So all the
Yeah.
power to you. We thank God that you are using Atomy the way you are, and there's no doubt that you are sharing, sharing, sharing. I quickly want to sort of kind of go back to the Himo hymn and to Miss Ruth, who mentioned that there's somebody who was saying some things about, Himo hymn not being what we say it is. For me personally, again, I know I repeat this multiple times that fortunately, by the grace of God, I'm a healthy 73-year-old. So I'm using the Atomy products, especially the Hemohim, as to maintain and hopefully to continue, to just block off anything that may try to attack my body. However, my belief and feeling so, not convinced. I don't like the word convinced, but so sold on Atomy had a lot to do with the testimonies, Miss Ruth, the testimonies of people that were really, really ill, people on with cancer, on radiation, on chemo. I've heard testimonies about people with lupus. I heard testimonies about a young man. I think this young man was 28 years old. I know he was not 30 yet, who had a stroke, and his mother was testifying with tears in her eyes how after they gave this young man hemohim, of course, now at that point they had to give him. They started off with with 6 a day. All right, and they were giving him hemohim and noni juice, and of course the vitamin C,
Wow.
and there was another one that they gave him, the vitamin C and the omega-3.
Oh, omega-3, that's right.
Yes, and this lady said within 3 weeks, her son
Wow.
made a big difference. Yes. And she added, she said, the doctor said to us, we must be careful for him not to get out of bed by himself. She said, all of a sudden she was in the kitchen and she heard, footsteps out of the bedroom of her son. And she's like, she got so afraid because she's thinking, oh my God, did he fall? So when she went into the bedroom, the young man was up less than a month because of hemohim, noni
Yes.
juice, and those other supplements. So I'm saying all this to say this, that
Yes.
let the people to listen to the recordings, to the testimonies. We have plenty of them. And really that's what got me so excited about the Atomy products, just listening to the testimonies.
Yes.
So CJ, I wonder if you recorded that call on Thursday. Unfortunately, of course, I wasn't available. Did you record it as far as the hair product? Was it recorded?
Yes. Yes. And by the way, I posted the hair product. If you scroll up in the thread in Momentum Mornings,
Yeah.
there are two awesome, real powerful videos that you can retrieve and you can play at your pleasure.
Oh, wonderful. So, Miss
Yes.
Ruth, you may want to direct this person to the testimonies. The Thursday night call has so
Oh,
many testimonies.
powerful.
I mean, yes, there are a lot of testimonies over there that we have access to. I'll never forget this other one. I'm going to say this again about Hemohim. There was a gentleman, 65 years old, I think, with prostate cancer. The doctors, just like they told your guy, CJ, said
Yes.
to the family, take him. There's
Take him
nothing we
home.
can do for him. And this
Mm.
gentleman I'm sure a lot of you guys heard this testimony, so I don't want to repeat it if you already heard it, but I'm just saying this to say this to Miss Ruth, that please get your individual to listen to the recordings. The testimonies are overwhelming. Now, some of these testimonies that I heard that I'm talking about, I didn't hear it on the recording. I actually heard it from people on the Thursday night call with these powerful testimonies. And again, I'm talking about people with severe illnesses. And then another quick thing that I'm going to say about the HemoHim and the Edemy products is I'm going to say, and I'm not trying to make anybody feel guilty, please do not, but the coronavirus shots that people took, the HemoHim is assisting whatever if I may use the word assisting, is assisting whatever the side effects of this shot had with people. There are people who have been taking the HemoHim, and they're saying ever since they've taken the HemoHim, they started feeling better, and they believe, and they were told that the reason why their bodies were feeling, were feeling the way they did is because of the side effects of the coronavirus shot, affecting them negatively, for lack of a better word. So, when I say this to my family, I'm South African, and some of my relatives that took the shot, I did not. And my brother, who is young, he's like 57 years old, said to me a week ago, he said, Valerie, I believe that he's very ill right now. Well, let me not say very. The devil is a liar. He's doing better. But I need to get him over to South Africa for my brother. But he said to me, I was so surprised that he said this. He said, you know what, my sister? He said, I know that it is because of that coronavirus shot that I am where I am today. He said, before this, I was fine. So, and then he said a lot of things to me about the young South Africans who are passing away and nobody knows what's going on. And listen, guys, these drugs has a lot of side effects. It doesn't matter. They all have side effects. They all have side effects. I can go on and on about that. So, yeah. So again, I am trying right now. I'm in the process of registering my South African family to Edemy, because it's going to be expensive because I have to buy and then send it over there. But I decided that I'm going to do everything and anything that I can do to help my brother. He is my brother, my baby brother. So I have to help him. So yeah, thank you for allowing me to share, CJ. And again, we cannot thank you enough for this platform. The Momentum Morning platform, I love it. Because it's the only platform that we have for Edemy that is in the morning during the day. And my testimony is just basically the skincare. Yes, I love my skincare. Oh, and then there's this amazing, I can't wait to purchase it. I'm going to go online right now before it runs out.
What's
there's
that?
This the promotion, the $300 promotion for the
Absolute
skincare. Then they throw in evening skincare. They throw in the toothpaste, and I'm like, oh my goodness, this is awesome.
That's a great promotion. $39 off, I think, from that promotion. So it's a great promotion. It's like you get the toothpaste and the toothpaste for free, right? The toothpaste, the toothbrush free.
I know, $300 for all of those things. So yeah, I'm definitely getting that because I am using the skincare like there's no tomorrow, in addition, of course, to using everything else as far as Edemy is concerned that I can get my hands on. So I'm all Edemy, from my body to my clothing, the laundry, the dish, everything is Edemy in my home. So thank you, guys.
Thank you, Ms. Val. Thank you, Ms. Val. And then I just want to add, from what I said, my downline who called me about that is living proof of the product. He knows. So he just wants to warn me, like, what people said, because he was sick And doctor said they see a little mass in his head. And I put him on the Hemohim, Nodine, and omega 3, I should say. Sorry, omega 3. And after that, I think after 3 months, when he went back to the doctor, they're like, well, but whatever you're doing. But they didn't know that he's taking all this product. But him, and he's on it. He's on it, and he always take his Mohim Noni still then. So that was a year ago. But he's just
Yes.
telling me that to warn me, like people were saying, because he was talking to someone and they said, oh no, this product can make you sick in your liver. So that's what he was telling me that. But he
Okay.
knows that the product work. The product work.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like CJ said, you can't save everybody. So
No, you
we just
can't.
continue. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. And for me, like
Yeah.
you, in my house, it has to be at home. If it's not at home, I'm not using it. So that's what I tell everybody. So if it's not at home, I'm not using it. So everything that Atomy has, so it's in my house. Thank you.
Yes, and I have to look at myself as well, because I didn't just jump into Atomy. When Odie first introduced me to Atomy, it took forever for me to get to where I am, and what got me to get started was a patch.
No,
My
okay.
testimony was really the patch. When I had a little issue going on, and and I was like, oh, there's this patch that I have here. I had the patch maybe for 3 months. So I took the patch and I put it, it was on my right hand thigh, my right side thigh. I had this sort of a kind of a muscle issue going on there. I don't know. But anyway, to cut a long story short, I was like driving and I felt this pain. And I was like, what is this? Have I been driving too much? So I took the patch and I put the patch there. And within 3 hours, I think it was, I started feeling a relief. So my testimony really, when it comes to my health with Atomy, it was a patch. So I was like, there's something about this thing. So I started talking to Odie about Atomy and saying, hey, listen, this company that you've been talking to me about, this happened with the patch. And then, of course, the rest is history. Then I was just, I was in after that. But it really, and I'm saying again, what we've been saying, that sometimes you just have to be consistent. So she was consistent with me without pushing me. That's what I like. And Odie and Valderine, they were just great. They were great uplines. I call them both my directors, because they work together. So Odie was giving the product, Val was helping me with the back office, and what else happened? And they were building me. They were building me. So I just think that we really should help our downline sometimes, more than just telling them what to do. But these two ladies, it's almost the end of the year, so I just have to say thank you. I don't know if they're on the call, but they really worked with me. All right. So yeah, I owe it to somebody else to do exactly what they did for me. So thank you, guys. Blessings.
Blessings. Oh, well, you are squeezing my heart this morning. And you know what I love about your testimonial and that of Joy and Ruth, Melly? The motto of Atomy says, cherish your spirit. And you can't be a true Atomian if you're not about cherishing the spirit of giving and sharing, wanting to see others thrive, creating the vision. Follow that faith. Serve in humility. Let it not just be words, but let those words come alive. So I really want to thank Joy this morning for standing beside me, my co-host, and Valerie and Ode, Rose, Ruth, Nelly. I really want to say this. Allow momentum mornings. What a good way to start the day. Allow momentum mornings to do the heavy lifting for you. So if there is a friend, some guest of yours, someone who is struggling with some health issues, why not bring them on the call and let us, by way of conversation, we're not wanting to persuade anyone, but you you shall know the truth, and the truth will set you free. Here is what Hemohim is doing. The good book says that life is in the blood. Hemohim is all about renewing, restoring, and regenerating the blood. And that is why all the healing is taking place, the renewal, because it restores the blood. That's it. And everything, Joy, everything that we have in the wellness store in the shopping mall, plant-based, organically grown and clinically harvested. Everything plant-based. No fillers, no contaminants, no synthetic products. And that is why you look the way you look, Joy. That's the reason why we speak the way we speak, because it's health from the inside out. So we have the hair care, we have the eye care, we have the skin care, we have the gut care. We got it, guys. We have the oral care. We got it.
We have
So
everything.
we got everything. So we need to boldly go out there and represent. And by the way, finally, this coming Thursday triggers the holiday spirit and the whole giving of gifts and the blah 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 blah, getting together with family and friends. Make sure, make sure that you have some samples in your car, in your pouch, in your bag, whatever. Some toothpaste, some toothbrushes, some Hemohim, whatever it is. And you want to make sure that if you are going to be giving any gifts, in order to close out strong, we all need to be purchasing en masse, en bulk together. So you have your store, you have the products, absolute products at real good prices. This is the time of the year where you want to be making sure that you stock up and make use of the promotional items, get them together, make your little gift bags or whatever it is that you put together, put your little things together, and get yourself moving. Get yourselves moving. All right. Well, Momentum Mornings, that's it for today. Thank you again, everyone, for
Mr.
sharing.
CJ, hold on, before you go. This
Yes,
is this is Mary. I
yes, ma'am.
the testimony about him. I had my friend called me about asked me, did I have anything, what was the name of the product that would help with cancer? So I told him what it was. And then he looked it up and he came back and said it was the most terrible thing. He looked it up on the internet and it got what was killing people. And then I shot back to him the video of him itself, where she can look it up on the National Library of Medicine, as well as testimony, the one of Miss Valerie about cancer, where the gentleman had terrible they didn't expect for him to live. I sent that back to him as well. And also, by listening to this program, with Miss Novedat and Marie, they were saying that him do have flu like system, a headache, but it was getting, that mean the person was in pretty bad shape and it was getting their body restored, but for them to not chew stop taking it, but keep taking it. But well, to make a long story short, when I shot him back, the video of the him for him to actually go to the real source of why him was made, and the testimony he sent back, and then he made an order on that. He made an order on it by me. It was able, by listening to it morning, every morning that when I can, that
Wow.
gave me the weapon to shoot back to him, even though he was shooting poison to me. I was armed with the information that I
Awesome,
need to cut him
awesome,
down at the
awesome.
knees. You know what I mean? So I was so happy that I know
Oh
that
my
information,
God.
because if he had gave it to me,
Yeah,
and I would have felt so bad if I didn't know the information, because I want to know how
big,
to defend myself. By listening to
big
the
info.
program every
That's
morning, I
right.
got that. I said, "Oh wow,
Oh
I
man,
was
oh
good. I was
man.
on it."
There you go. There you
So,
go.
so that was good by knowing the information about your products. That made me feel good. I was so happy to do that.
That's right. That's
Oh,
right.
thank you.
Thank you, Mary, for sharing that. And so, guys, listen, be bold and, go for the no. Don't let the no's knock you down. Take the long road of rejection and persistence. Yeah, just embrace it. Don't be afraid of the no's. It's you on your way to your yeses, and the yeses are going to come in like a flood. So pursue it. Give yourselves permission to close out strong. It's a fight. Let's let's fight this fight. It's a good fight. And there are so many out there that really need our help. They're just waiting for us to open our mouths. Don't let the nose intimidate you.
Also,
Remember,
Miss also, Miss CJ, I'm not on your calendar. I look for Academy all over and I can't find it. So I'm
Amy,
not there. I can't find it. Mary Bless.
you're talking about the chat, the momentum
Yes, yeah,
market.
yes. Well, the testimonies are and everything. Yes, sir.
Okay, so why don't you just let me have your number and I'll put you in the chat.
Okay. It's 404-632-5477. And it's Mary Blash Bowles.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, I'll take care of business today.
Okay.
No
Thank
worries.
you, sir. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
No problem. The video that we played this morning, Go for Nose, it's in the chat. So if you want to grab it and
Okay.
save it, I
Okay.
think it's a good tutorial why and how you should handle those no's and those objections. Uh, I think that's all for today. Is there anyone else anything to add, to share,
I
to
don't
bring to
see
the
it.
conversation?
I
Excuse
don't see it in the chat.
me, post it in the. Can you post it again in the chat because
It's
it's
I
Okay,
don't see it.
it's above the. Okay, I'll share it. I'll post it again.
Okay.
because it seems like I wasn't there when you posted, so I can see it.
Okay.
Not in the momentum morning.
Not in the Zoom.
Not in the Zoom.
Oh, you
But
posted
just
Oh,
go.
in the WhatsApp group.
That's right. WhatsApp
Okay.
momentum
No, I'm
mornings. It's
fine.
all
I'm
there.
fine.
I won't get it then. I'm not in that
Okay.
either. I thought I was.
It's
I'm
all
not in
there.
that either. I'm out of
I promise you.
everything circulation.
Okay. So I
Okay.
just want to take a minute to encourage everyone. Listen, it's a battle. You cannot afford to close out this year the way you did last year. We have so much going for us. Remember, there was a time when in Atomy there were no videos. There wasn't a channel Atomy. There was nothing. And there perhaps was just one, two, three, four products. We have so many products. Not only do we have the US mall, we have the G mall. We look, folks, I'm telling you, choose a product. Choose two, choose three, and just work it. It will work it. It will work if you work it. It will work if you work it. Just do it. So that's all for me today. I enjoyed the sharing and the fellowship this morning as we continue to motivate and stimulate each other. I thank Valerie, I thank Joy and Mary and Ruth and Rose, Nelly, everyone for sharing. We'll be here tomorrow morning, pre-game, 9:45, 10 o'clock, showtime, to do it all over again. Use this as your platform. Use it as your marketing tool. Use it wisely. Bring your folks to the call and let's move this thing forward. That's all for me. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. And from me to you, it's Aja, 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 Aja.
Aja. Thank you. Aja,
Yeah,
Aja, Aja.
Aja.